What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
We're gonna be reacting to another episode of Which Had Atelier, episode 3. This is gonna be called the Data Range Test. Really a great introduction to the last two episodes of this world that is between COCO and Kifri. Kifri. And we also got to know that this is the same VA for Tanjiro, which is a goated VA. And
I knew it.
We're super stoked. We got another husbando up in the mix here.
One more added to the list.
Another white-haired king. But we're super stoked. We can't wait to see what this show entirely is gonna be about. We did get some, like, in our algorithm, we got some manga panels of what the show is like, just like the first two episodes. But the art style in them has been incredible. So
sure, we don't know what it's truly about. We know it's about witches. So we got a little bit of, both episodes, a little bit of their background story. We got a little magic history lesson. So
which is oh, sorry,
no, go for it.
I was just gonna say, which is a great magic system. It's very intricate, but it reminds me a lot of like Hunter x Hunter.
You think so?
Yeah, with the system itself, like Nen, you know how there's like a lot of stuff going on. And so but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode of Which Had Atelier, episode 3. For those of you that haven't or do not know, we do have a Patreon. If you guys want to check us out, we're uncut and edited there. And yeah, without further ado, let's go into today's reaction to episode 3 of Which Had Atelier, the Data Range Test.
Oh, this is the library, right?
Yes, I think so.
Or the library is kept. Look, see, he just went through the portal.
Whoa.
Ooh.
This is what I'm interested in.
Oh, that made me kind of dizzy. Oh my god.
せっかく階段があるのに誰も使いやしないんだから、ここに足をつけるのも久しぶりだな。
The seabed.
大講堂の問題児め。
Oh,
Nice.
he's a problem
どう
child?
だかな。
Uh-oh.
聞いたぞ。新しい弟子のこと。
もう知ってるの？噂の足は早いな。
だって関係あるかもしれないんだろう。つばり棒の連中と。
Oh.
禁止魔法が使われたのは4年ぶり。大事な手がかりだ。
It's been 4
そういうわけ
years.
じゃないよ。試験がまだだから正式な弟子でもないしね。
なんだ、まだなのか。
早すぎるよ。
今の時期、試験会場のダダ山脈は
1年で一番標高が高い。こんな時に試験は受けさせられないよ。命に関わるもの。
So they gotta pass this test to be an apprentice.
Apprentice. It's so cool.
Like that.
ねえアバット本当にやるの？先生もいないのに。
Uh-oh.
いつやろうが受けるときはどうせ一人よ。私は10歳の時に合格したわ。みんな弟子になるために受けるんだから条件は同じよ。そっか。最初の試験は王の許し。持っていけるのは3つの魔法機と魔材。誰の助けも借りずにダダ山脈の頂上へたどり着き、そこに群生する王冠草を取ってくるのよ。目的地を指し示す導きの魔神球と飲み水用に浮き水滴。扱えるのはこの辺りかしらね。さあ行って。
She's sending her off on this mission already.
Yeah.
靴ってないかな？靴？その靴も魔法機だよね。アガットもキーフリー先生も飛ぶとき靴底が光ってたの。その靴貸してほしいなーって。やっぱりずうずうしいよね。ごめん、今のは忘れて。貸してあげるからさっさと。ありがとう。行きなさいよね。
Damn.
この試験を受けられるのは一度きりだから。
Oh, so she's
不
gonna.
合格ならキーフリー先生に弟子入りするのは認められない。アトリエも出て行ってもらうわよ。
Okay. She needs to pass it, no matter what.
いきなり心細い。でも頑張らなきゃ。もう後には引けないもん。導きの魔神球どうやって使うんだ。
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
It does it on its own.
よし、山登りくらいできる。アガットは10歳の時に合格したって言ってた。
Oh.
Heck no.
歳でもできたんだから。きっと簡単。まさか。
Whoa.
Whoa, that's crazy.
あれがダダ山脈。導きのマシン球は上を指してる。やっぱりあそこなんだ。
Shoes?
あ
Yeah, she might have to use it.
あ、まさか空に浮かんでるなんて。
Whoa.
Wow.
じゃーん。アガットから借りた靴。
Didn't even know how to use them.
え、魔法陣が右足と左足で半分ずつ。ずれないようにぴったりと合わせて。
Oh,
Oh.
you got it.
Oh, that is so cool.
That is so cool. Heck no.
キーフリー先生の言う通り。歩きたての子馬みたい。
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh. That looks so crazy. A bird with 4 wings.
飛べた。
Whoa, that was cool. You saw it
Yeah.
put the wings away.
飛べたら頂上まであっという間だもんね。頑張ろう。
すぐになるから自由に駆け回れるようになるよ。
すぐになれる。すぐになれる。
Oh, wow.
Scary. Oh, there's an underwater town.
No.
No way. Imagine looking out your window, living there. Terrifying stuff.
Especially because you like the
申
ocean.
請書はこれだ。頼んだよ。
はい。トトレイ、12番だ。
はい、大講堂は魔法使いの本拠地。必要なものはすべて揃ってる。
じゃあ必要な時だけ来るよ。
持ってきました。
ありがとう。
大講堂嫌いは根深いようだな。
Oh, he
弟
hates
子た
it.
ちはしっかり見ててやれよ。大人のいないところで何をやらかすかわからないぞ。
Literally.
Little does he know.
さっきよりだいぶバランス取れるようになってきたかも。
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh heck no.
It's like a caterpillar.
Like a furry caterpillar. A brush buddy.
Did we just become best friends?
Uh-oh.
靴も泥でドロドロ。
No.
魔法陣が流れて消えてる。
Oh no.
やばいやばいやばいやばい。
And the
Oh
ink.
my-
Oh.
中で全部こぼれてる。ねえアガト、ココ見てない？そろそろご飯の時間なのに。試験のためにダダ山脈に行ってるから。え？一人で？まだアトリエに来たばっかなのに止めなかったの？来る前に受けるでしょ。そうだけど。あんな簡単な試験さえ受からないなら、やっぱり弟子になるべきじゃないんだわ。私にできることができ
Oh
ない
my
子が
gosh.
嫌いなの。
You're so
一
intense.
緒にいて得るものがないもの。
Ew.
ましてや知らざるものなんて。今の時期のダダ山脈は1年で一番高くまで浮いてる。
Wonder.
私の飛び靴だけじゃそこまで高く飛べないもの。危機感もないよそ者なんて。 私たちの世界に入ってきてほしくないわ。
Now I hope she beats it.
食べるけど、なんていうか、重たい気持ち。おかわり。心配してるのネキやだよ。心配でも、キーフリー先生を待つしかない。ダメだ。少し残ってた魔木で描いてみたけど、浮かぶことすらできなくなっちゃった。びしょびしょだからすごくにじむし、足の裏に直接描いたら。
Oh. No way.
ダメだ。体に直で描くのは
Oh, it's forbidden.
どんな魔法を使えばいいかわからない。
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
ガットの言う通りだよね。魔法は誰でも描けるけど、誰でもうまく描けるってわけじゃない。やっぱり魔法使いは特別な素質のある人しかなれないのかな。みんな小さな頃からずっと魔法を描いてきてるんだもんね。私にできることなんて。
さあ、まっすぐ。
この村にこんな素敵な職人がいたとはね。これこそ魔法だ。
ある。ある。私の魔法。
Let's go.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh. She needs something that she's used to, like writing with.
水につけて少し湿らせたら。
Dude, this is so cool. Dude.
That is so
Oh
cool.
my-
Aww.
使う手はおぼつかないものさ。
それなら使い慣れた道具に持ち帰ればいい。
Let's
Damn.
go, bro.
自由に駆け回れるようになる。
And with no light.
おはよう筆虫。あなた警戒心ないのね。すごく不格好な魔法陣でしょ。正しく書くなら門は真ん中で、逆に
Oh, there
一
you go.
本だけですっごく長くしてみた。うまくいくかはわからないけどね。
A little teeth.
魔法陣を閉じるよ。
Uh-oh.
Oh.
矢の向き間違えちゃったかも。
Oh, no.
Oh no. Too strong. Oh no. Oh, it's like an umbrella.
I'm stressed. I'm stressing out, man.
He has to learn how to fly it.
Yeah.
Here we go, here we go.
That works.
Let's go.
自分の魔法で飛んでる。本物の空飛ぶマントなんて夢みたい。
Nice.
Oh, wow.
母さんの手伝いで覚えたことが魔法の助けになるなんて思わなかった。宝冠層はまだ上だ。
Oh my god.
Man, shoot, they weren't kidding. They're super high up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she found it.
Oh no.
No way. Oh, come on. Someone's there.
Who's driving this bus? Wow.
待っててね。自分のしたことの責任ちゃんと取るから。
Let's go.
じゃあここは一人でダダ山脈に試験を受けに行ったのか。今すぐ止めに行かないと。
でも中断したら失格じゃん。
そもそもまだ受けるには早すぎるよ。生まれた時から魔法が身近な僕たちとは違うんだ。
Wow. You see, they were brought up.
もしものことがあったら失うのはあの子だけじゃないんだ。
Oh no.
よし。ココ。
王の許し取ってきたよ。
In your face.
Damn.
これで証明になったよね。
Rude.
Jeez.
I'm ready to square up, bro. I don't care if you're underage.
万全の準備も基礎知識も足りないままで
Coco did nothing
むやみに
wrong.
魔法を使うのがすごく危険だってこと、君はもう知ってるはずだ。一歩間違えたら死んでいたかもしれないんだよ。
Yeah.
もう二度とこんなことはしないで。
ごめんなさい、キーフリー先生。
危険を冒してまで証明しなくても、君はもう僕の弟子だ。
Hey, let's go. Cape.
こ
魔法使いで
Dang.
誇りでもあり、魔法を悪用しないために頭にはめる枷でもある。それをかぶっている限り、その重みを忘れないで。とんがり帽子は君の魔法を見ている。大事にするんだよ。はい。よし、じゃあ上に戻ろうか。
食べないでね。お風呂も入った方がいい。
Oh, what in the world?
Was he watching everything?
種が芽吹いた。
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What an episode.
Well, what did you think of that?
Well, I wasn't expecting to get emotional at that end, like when it ended. But this show does a really good job of allowing you to feel kind of what Coco's feeling, like in terms of being accountable for what happened to her mom and kind of the struggles that she's dealing with and kind of how she wants to go about and fixing the issue. I think that resonated towards the end there when Kefri was telling her like dude, like, you didn't have to go through all, like, you're already an apprentice, I have made all this happen, like you're here now. And then once she started putting it on, throughout the episode we get to see the flashbacks of her and her mom and how much she's kind of almost prepared her without realizing that she prepared her. I think that's why that flashback was important, of her doing the cutting and the drawing, and then Kefri kind of like mentioning, oh, this is real magic. I think the culmination of the episode leading up to her wearing the outfit meant a lot. And I think that's why, and also like the background song that was coming out too, the music was really beautiful. I was like, nah man,
Here we go, here are the tears.
They really want to make me cry today. So I think that it was like really emotionally like a great result, especially because she was able to accomplish getting the flower, and especially in front of like the girl Agate, kind of almost like setting her up in a way to fail. But the fact that she was being able to overcome that, I thought that was really great.
I mean, it feels like something must have happened for her to feel this way about a newcomer.
Yeah.
Either whether it be maybe her background, or maybe something happened within the group, like maybe they had someone that also thought the same
and passed away, probably.
Maybe something traumatic. But definitely you feel, her frustration and her kind of, she's almost like reserved. Yeah. And has like a wall up, of not letting Coco in. And she seems that way in general. Maybe that's just her character, but yeah, definitely there's something there. And I really love, how we get to see Coco's like survival skills, right?
Yeah.
She knows nothing of this world, nothing about magic. She's completely oblivious to it all, but has a little bit, she has learned on how to make spells, how to draw spells. And I love the fact that in this episode we were able to see how she used her precision skills to get her to where she needed to get, and allow her to get this flower that they send them to do in their mission. So I love the creativity of this episode. I loved how it was all critical thinking, like what could she do to get there. And I love that she had such a willpower, a mindset to get to it. Like she wasn't going to give up. She knew that she had to do it, because if not, her mom's life is on the line still. And I that part always gets me so emotional when she talks about her mom, because obviously she feels guilty for what happened to her. And I'm sure that's gonna be the theme of the whole
the story.
The story behind all of it. And this is how she's gonna feel every time, and this is gonna be the fire that ignites every time that she needs to accomplish something, or that she needs to overcome anything. But I love that she didn't give up. She remembers who believes in her, and even if it's her mom, I love those like flashbacks. They were so awesome. Like beautifully, seamlessly done, because they went from like one panel to the next without you even realizing. And I love that she remembers that her mom is rooting for her, and the love of her mom is always present. And that was just so emotional to see. I also love that we were introduced to new characters. Obviously now we know there's an underworld, living below where the library is. And it doesn't seem like it's such a I want to say that's the same place, right, that where the library was, or do you think that's a completely different place?
No, I think it's a different place, because she mentions the girl that meets up with Kiefer mentions that this is the Great Hall, not the library. So I'm under the assumption that this is different.
And then also we get a little bit of a snippet of something has happened that Kiefer no longer feels okay to be there or to be at the Great Hall. So now we know there's a backstory there. Can't wait to find out what happened or what's going on there. And of course we meet other professors and other students, and it's nice to see more than just the students at the Atelier. So I think it's just this world building has been so nice so far, and I love that you kind of get a little bit of everything. And we even got a new little furry friend this time.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was so cute. So I can't wait to see more of like the animals that live in this world, and because even those seemed so interesting, and the anatomy of these animals are insane. And then of course at the end we get the same guy that gave Coco the book. And it sounds like it was on purpose. So there's another story. So it was just like the beginning of the beginning of so many stories, and I really love that. It's kind of like literally, like you said, they planted a seed, and now we're about to see it unfold.
I again, to kind of to your point, the world building has been awesome. I like that how subtle it is. It's not like forced, or it's not too much information. They do a good job. The series does a good job of giving you a little bit of information, making you curious, and then leaving it like that,
like moving on to something else.
And then the main story, the flashbacks with the mom, I love that it encapsulated a lot of like feeling, and that's why it made me emotional at the end, because of like the little parts of her, especially the VA did a great job of encapsulating how much she misses her mom, and I think that capturing that made me feel the way it did at the end. But I did want to reference a few things, because there's a few things that reminded me of a certain series. So where the hand kind of came in with Coco, that reminded me of Naruto, where Naruto's doing the Rasengan, and then you see all the hands kind of doing like the same thing.
Oh yeah, that part was pretty cool.
It reminded me of that. And then when she has to do the test, that reminded me of Demon Slayer. So in the beginning of Demon Slayer, when they have to do the test, it's like a bunch of students, but it's real world implications where if it's life or death.
Yeah.
And it reminded me a lot of that here, where obviously she's the only one, but there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong. Obviously if she would have fallen, that would have been like the end of her. So I just think that I don't know if it's inspiration from those series specifically, but I love that it's almost relative to the anime community. And so I thought that was really cool. And I just love the fact that also how cinematic this episode was too. Like the whole like little subtle things, like when she's thinking about her mom, like her hair, and like just a lot of attention to detail. It's just this show, I'm assuming that maybe we took this long so you can really capture the essence of the show. I mean, I don't know if there's how many episodes are in this series. If you know, let us know in the comments. But I can see it being like a really strong household name because they took so long and really put a lot of attention to detail in the series. So it makes me excited because another fantasy, like this is scratching that itch, and I just love everything about this show.
Definitely. I'm excited. I mean, there's so much to talk about in every episode, I feel, because there's so many details to everything. But I'm excited to see the next episode and see what it brings and what villains are gonna come and try and mess everything up as usual.
I did want to say though, there was an interesting thing, and so now I'm starting to think like when Coco mentions that you can't draw anything on your body
forbidden.
And it's forbidden, and I'm like, now it's gonna I feel like this is really a show of what you can and can't do, and it's what's moral and immoral. It seems like it really laid the foundation in the first 2 episodes, like, okay, you can't do this, like in what like, because I know when I was doing the editing, I was seeing that he mentions you can't do healing magic, and I'm like, well, healing magic isn't that crazy of a thing, but I can understand.
Like there's rules and there's things that you shouldn't do, but because I'm wondering if it comes with a cost. Like there's it's a cause and effect. Like you can't do something without consequence. So I'm thinking like there's repercussions, but what are they and how severe are they? Especially for something like that, like forbidden magic. Obviously we saw how her mom got caught up in that, and then obviously forbidden magic on the body. Like I can't even imagine what that could do too,
and then to the point of where Ifri is in the Great Hall, and the girl was like, the last time somebody did forbidden magic was 4 years, and I'm like, okay, so like what happened there?
You see, like what if like it has something to do maybe with someone that was there in the Great Hall, or someone in Kiefer's care.
It might have been the student, or maybe it was a coordinated attack. Like you just don't know.
It can go many ways. But also, can we mention that the guy at the end kind of reminds me of Jogo from JJK a little bit?
Oh yeah, okay.
I think it's because of the sign. Kind of looks like one big eye. I mean, Jogo has one big eye.
It's super interesting, and I'm really excited to see where this takes us. So some good stuff, a lot of interesting elements in this episode. So I don't know if you have anything else for me.
No, I think that's it. I like I said, I'm just excited to see what happens next, and obviously we have no like inclination of like what could happen. I mean, it seems like it's like her going on an adventure, right? But what are the adventures? What is to come? That's going to be the interesting.
And so we're really stoked, we're really excited, and we can't wait to see what the outcome is going to be of the show. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out a ton. Again, if you're interested, we do have Patreon and Discord in the description below. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see y'all later. Love y'all.
Bye.
Peace.